Okay, today we're going to be talking about some common terms that are used in coaching, get away a little bit from talking so much about table tennis equipment. One of the things that I end up saying more often than just about anything with new players when I'm coaching is to get the ball at the top of the bounce. Why is that so important? The reason that it ends up being so important is because when you've got new players who don't consistently take the ball at the top of the bounce, they sometimes take it early, way before the top of the bounce, sometimes mostly late, waiting till the ball is starting their stroke at the end of the table, even when they should be starting the stroke over top of the table. By emphasizing getting the ball at the top of the bounce, you're always going to you get that consistent, you don't have to think about, well, where am I going to get this particular shot? It's like for forehand and backhand drives, you're always looking to try to get the ball at the top of the bounce. Now, it's different with looping. It's different for more advanced players who might want to put time pressure on by getting the ball before the top of the bounce. But there's an awful lot of shots if you just think, I'm going to get it at the top of the bounce. That's where I get these types of blocks and drives. The top of the bounce is the easiest place to deal with the ball. It's at the highest point. And of course, the top of the bounce can vary. If the top of the bounce actually would have been over your head for some reason, that's not when you want to get the ball at the top of the bounce. I'm talking about your normal shots that are countering back and forth. By consistently knowing that you're going to get the ball at the top of the bounce, the consistency of your shots gets much better. And there's a lot of quick decisions you have to make in table tennis, and this decision is pretty much already made for you. You're looking to set your timing up to get the ball at the top of the bounce, but for a lot of players, it ends up being a lot trickier than you would think. They're just so much in the habit of getting the ball late, waiting on it, trying to figure it out as they go. So much of coaching is trying to set up patterns and minimize decision-making during a point, training yourself to do things in a certain way so that it's automatic. And I bet with new players, I probably say top of the bounce, probably 10, 15 times every first lesson, and it gets less with second and third lessons, but quite often I still have to remind players, don't wait, don't start your stroke back behind the table if the ball is short, or you can make contact right over the table and at the top of the bounce. It's something that takes a lot of the indecision out of table tennis, and it's one of the main things that you should learn in a first table tennis lesson, and surprisingly a lot of players haven't learned it even after playing for a lot of years. So it's a key point to get when you're learning forehand and backhand drives, to always try to get the ball right at its highest point before it starts to drop. At the very least, have a consistent place where you get it. And if you're one of the types of players that gets the ball a little early, at least try to make that your shot every single time. And but for, I would say, most players, especially starting out, top of the bounce is key. All right, thanks. Appreciate your comments. Hope to see you next time. Thanks.